Last year, I was doing some archaeology-level digging into Burt's Bees, and I stumbled upon a corner of their website that left me feeling all sorts of unexpected emotions. Intrigue, confusion, disgust, fascination, curiosity. It was like the season finale of Grey's Anatomy, but in lip balm form. The source of my wonder and bafflement was a collaboration so unique, so innovative, that I thought there's no way they actually made this, right? But they definitely did, and it sold out completely. Burt's Bees collaborated with Hidden Valley, an American company best known for their ranch dressing? For those of you not from a country that embraces ranch, it's a popular, creamy, tangy, herby salad dressing that is very polarizing, to put it mildly. People who love ranch really love ranch, elevating it from mere salad dressing to all-around condiment, proudly pouring it all over mostly anything that isn't dessert. Burt's made 4 lip balms for this collaboration: Hidden Valley Ranch, Crunchy Celery, Fresh Carrot, and Buffalo Sauce. The 1-star reviews are hilariously split between disgusting, tastes like ranch, and I'm so sad, it doesn't taste enough like ranch. People were also really disappointed that they sold out so quickly, leaving many ranch-loving lip balm fiends out in the cold. I'm personally pretty ambivalent about ranch dressing, but the stubbornly DIY goblin that lives in my brain latched onto this idea and would not let go. So I did it. I made ranch dressing lip balm. If you're one of those disappointed ranch dressing lovers who wants to moisturize your mouth with a dairy, garlic, and herb-scented beeswaxy tube of goodness, you're welcome, I guess. I already had the lip balm part sorted, as I spent months creating a dupe of Burt's Bees back in 2021, so I just needed a way to infuse it with a truly overwhelming amount of ranch flavor. I mean, I already knew those 1-star ranch haters were going to gag at the very thought of this lip balm, so I might as well try to make those 1-star not enough ranch people happy, right? Actual ranch dressing is made from a base of buttermilk, mayonnaise, and sour cream. That base is then flavored with garlic, chives, dill, parsley, lemon, salt, onion powder, and pepper. The exact seasonings vary from recipe to recipe, but those seem to be the classics. Since lip balm is a water-free product, I couldn't just add straight ranch dressing to it. It wouldn't mix in and would be really hard to preserve. The usual ways to flavor lip balm are by using either essential oils or flavor oils, but herbal essential oils often don't smell like the herbs taste, so I wasn't confident I'd get a very ranchy vibe from using those, and there is no such thing as ranch flavor oil. Thank heavens. In order to go full ranch while keeping things stable, I needed to go the infused oil route. I thought about making an infused oil using dried herbs from the herb blend, but that wouldn't have any of that dairy-y tang of actual ranch. And then I remembered a product I'd seen at American grocery stores. Hidden Valley Ranch Seasoning. A powdered version of ranch dressing that makes it easy to add the flavor of ranch to anything, without all of that bothersome, buttermilky, sour, creamy wetness. Hidden Valley recommends using it on everything from popcorn to chicken to trail mix. We've got the dairy, we've got the flavorings, and we've got some maltodextrin to keep it from clumping up. My ordering options were a couple small sachets or a 16-ounce container. Worried the small sachets might not be enough to get the level of flavor needed to please the true ranch lover, I placed an order for a pound of the stuff and waited for it to arrive. So yeah, I might have overcommitted. Upon arrival, I cracked the giant jar open and took a whiff. That definitely smells ranchy, but not straight like ranch dressing. It is not as tangy as the wet variety. And with that whiff, it was time to start making ranch-infused oil. I needed this infused oil to be ranchy beyond belief, because the formulation is only about 1/3 liquid oil. So that garlicky, tangy herbiness would have to stand up to being diluted with the beeswax and the other oils in the lip balm. After one round of infusing in my levo, that ranchy punch I was looking for was more of a gentle caress, albeit a garlicky, dill-infused caress.
It's slightly ranchy, but it's definitely not ranchy enough to make a lip balm for serious ranch lovers.
At this point, I knew I had two choices. Admit this was a terrible idea, or double down. And if you know me, you already know what I did.
I'm going to do another round of infusing using more ranch seasoning this time around, but the same oil. So it'll be a double charged ranch infusion.
Several hours later, I had a very ranchy smelling oil with garlic at the forefront and herbs rounding it out.
Oh, that's ranchy. Oh my goodness.
It was perfectly awful, but it was too late to turn back. With my aggressively snack-scented oil complete, all that was left was turning it into a lip balm. I swapped the peppermint essential oil in my original formulation for more ranchy oil, and made sure to use refined versions of the beeswax, coconut oil, and lanolin so nothing would interfere with my precious ranch infusion. Combine, melt, stir, pour, and wait. Once the lip balm's set up, it was time for the moment of truth.
I'm a little nervous. It's awful, which means it's perfect. Now I've got to figure out what to do with another 160 milliliters or so of aggressively ranch-scented sweet almond oil. Whew. This has been fun and all, but if you'd like to make some Burt's Bees style lip balm that's more mint than salad dressing, click here. Now, don't mind me, I'm gonna go find some people to give some lip balm to before the clock hits noon.
Happy April Fools!